Welcome to the thermodynamics. It is important for both NEET and JEE, also equal important for 11th class students. Thermodynamics is also called heat engineering. This thermodynamics has three fathers, namely Joule, Clausius and Carnot. Before going to discuss the concepts of thermodynamics, first let us define the thermodynamics. There are so many definitions for thermodynamics. One of the definitions is thermodynamics is the branch of science which deals heat and work and those properties which are related to heat and work. Thermodynamics is the branch of science which deals heat and work and those properties which are related to heat and work. The other definition which is given by Clausius, this definition is also called classical definition for thermodynamics. A fascinated branch of science. Fascinated means attractive kind of branch of science which deals energy, entropy and equilibrium is called thermodynamics. A fascinated branch of science which deals energy, entropy and equilibrium is called thermodynamics. Now let us discuss the meaning of energy, entropy and equilibrium. Energy means capacity to do work. That is the definition generally we are finding from any textbook. But the physical meaning of energy is capacity to do any activity is called energy. Energy is required not only for getting the work but also for doing any activity. For breathing also energy is required. For writing energy required. For walking, driving, for lifting the weight. For all these activities something is required. That something for all these activities is called energy. That is the physical meaning of energy. The beauty of thermodynamics is it is clearly explaining what kind of energy can be completely converted to other kind of energy and what kind of energy which cannot be completely converted to other kind of energy. Thermodynamically, the kind of energy which can be completely converted to other kind of energy is called high grade energy. High grade energy. Example for high grade energy: mechanical energy, electrical energy, hydraulic energy, wind energy, tidal energy. These are all the energies can be completely converted to other kind of energy. Therefore, all these energies are coming under high grade energies. Now come to the low grade energy. Low grade energy means the energy which cannot be completely converted to other kind of energy is called low grade energy. Let us take our heat engine or the engine connected to the bike. You are supplying the fuel to the engine. That fuel is firing inside the combustion chamber. Large amount of heat energy is developed. If you assume that the total heat energy is converted to work energy, the exhaust gases must be coming out from the heat engine with a temperature equal to surrounding temperature. But if you touch the exhaust gases, your hand is burning by high temperature gas. That means the heat energy which is developed inside the combustion chamber of your engine is not completely converted to other kind of energy. Such kind of energy is called low grade energy. Example for low grade energy, heat energy, internal energy, geothermal energy. These three energies are coming under low grade energies. Except these three energies, all energies what we are going to cover under the course of heat engineering or thermodynamics are coming under high grade energies. That is the meaning of energy and the types of energies. Now come to the entropy. Entropy means disorderness. In almost all textbooks, it is written that disorderness is called entropy. But the physical meaning of entropy is we are losing something due to disorderness. That loss of something due to disorderness is called entropy. Entropy is not only maintained by the gases but also solids and liquids. And living things are also maintaining entropy. The clever animal like human being, we are also maintaining some entropy. The entropy is like this. Assume in a family, a boy is maintaining some bad habits like smoking, drinking, girlfriends, etc. For all these activities, that boy is demanding money from the parents. Then the bank balance of the parents will decrease. The parents cannot maintain mental peace. That fellow is wasting the time, energy, rupees, and his boundary level is increasing. Then he may not be finding time for studying if he is a student. All these disorderness, the loss of mental peace, the decreasing bank balance, wasting the time, wasting the energy, rupees, all these are coming under the effects of disorderness. All these activities are coming under entropy maintained by the family. That is the physical meaning of entropy. So entropy physical meaning is we are losing something due to disorderness. That loss of something due to disorderness is called entropy. Simply, the entropy can be concluded like this. Whatever we do other than our original task is called entropy. Whatever we do other than our original task is called entropy. That is the physical meaning of entropy. The remaining all details regarding the entropy we will discuss under the second law of thermodynamics. Now come to the third E, that is equilibrium. This equilibrium is connected to a system. Here the equilibrium means thermodynamic equilibrium. Thermodynamics equilibrium. The system is said to be under thermodynamic equilibrium if it maintains mechanical equilibrium, thermal equilibrium, and chemical equilibrium. The system is said to be under thermodynamic equilibrium if it maintains mechanical equilibrium, thermal equilibrium, and chemical equilibrium. Now let us discuss clearly the meaning of thermal equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium, and chemical equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium is like this. Let us take a system. Assume the system is maintaining 30 degrees centigrade at every location. Surroundings also maintaining the same temperature. Then there is no temperature difference either within the system or between the system and surroundings. Then this system is under thermal equilibrium. That is the physical meaning of thermal equilibrium. Similarly, come to the mechanical equilibrium. The system is said to be under mechanical equilibrium if there is no force gradient or force difference or pressure difference either within the system or between the system and surroundings. Assume the system is maintaining 20 newtons at all locations. Surroundings also maintaining the same temperature, the same force. same force. System and surroundings both are maintaining same force or same pressure, then this system is under mechanical equilibrium. The definition is like this. The system is said to be under mechanical equilibrium if there is no force gradient either within the system or between the system and surroundings. Now come to the chemical equilibrium. The system is said to be under chemical equilibrium if there is no chemical reaction either within the system or between the system and surroundings. Let us take the water in the water bottle. There is no chemical reaction between the water particles and water particles inside the bottle and surroundings. Then the water present in the water bottle is maintaining chemical equilibrium. So simply, chemical equilibrium means no chemical reaction in both system and surroundings or between the system and surroundings. Thermal equilibrium means no temperature gradient within the system and between the system and surroundings. Mechanical equilibrium means no pressure gradient or force gradient within the system or between the system and surroundings. Then if any system is maintaining these three equilibriums, that system is coming under thermodynamic equilibrium. Now let us discuss the important terminology for thermodynamics. First let us discuss the theory. At the end of this video, I will provide the clear written notes. You need not worry about the material. Now come to the system. System means a quantity of matter. A quantity of matter is called system, or a region of space is called system. You need not to think an imaginary object is system. This is my one of the systems. This is a teacup. This is also another system. This is also another system. These are all coming under systems. An envelope encloses the system is called boundary. This boundary mathematically has no mass. Mass of the boundary is generally taken as 0. That means you need not to consider the weight of the boundary for thermodynamic numericals. This boundary may be either real type or imaginary type. Real boundary means the boundary in the presence of physical surface is called real boundary. If I take a nozzle, at the sides of the nozzle there is a real surface. This kind of boundary is called real boundary. But at the entrance and exit there is no physical surface. But for analysis, you may be assuming this is your state 1. I may be assuming this is my state 1 because there is no physical surface. Similarly, at the exit there is no physical surface. You may be assuming this is the state 2. I may be assuming this is the state 2. Such kind of boundary is coming under imaginary boundary. Imaginary boundary means the boundary in the absence of physical surface is called imaginary boundary. The boundary in the presence of physical surface is coming under real boundary. Our human body is maintaining both real boundary and imaginary boundary. The skin is coming under real boundary. At the nose level, at the mouth level, there is no physical surface. Therefore, the boundary at the mouth level is coming under imaginary boundary. Again, this real boundary and imaginary boundary may be either fixed type or flexible type. Flexible type means mobile type. Let us take the balloon. When you increase the material present in the balloon size is increasing. That means balloon is maintaining mobile boundary or flexible boundary. You take the pressure cooker or boiler, these are maintaining a fixed boundaries. So anyhow, The boundary may be either real type or imaginary type. Again, the real boundary and imaginary boundary may be either fixed type or flexible type. Believe me, everything outside the system is coming under surroundings. Everything outside the system is coming under surroundings. So, this is my system and this is the boundary of the system and this is the surroundings. Surroundings means everything outside the system is coming under surroundings. Now, let us talk the types of thermodynamic systems. Remember, the thermodynamic systems are classified into three types based on the energy interaction and mass interaction between the system and surroundings. Here, interaction means crossing the boundary of the system. Based on the mass transfer and energy transfer, the thermodynamic systems are three types. First one is open system. Second one, closed system. And third one, isolated system. Thermodynamically, there are three systems: open system, closed system, and isolated system. Let us take the open system. If I assume this is my open system, for this, mass of the system should be crossing. That means in the open system, both mass and energy are crossing the boundary of the system. That crossing may be either from system to surroundings or from surroundings to system. Once again, the open system is one in which both mass and energy are crossing the boundary of the system. Example for open system: boiler, turbine, condenser, pump, compressor. These are all the practical examples for open system. Now come to the closed system. The closed system is one in which mass is not crossing the boundary of the system. Mass is not crossing the boundary of the system. Only energy may be crossing the boundary of the system. In any thermodynamic system, if only energy is crossing the boundary of the system, in the absence of mass interaction, that kind of system thermodynamically called as closed system. Example for a closed system: let us take the battery. If I connect this battery to the torchlight, the chemical energy of the battery is converted to light energy. But try to observe the mass of the battery. Mass of the battery remains constant before it is connected to torchlight and after it is connected to torchlight. So this small battery is coming under the closed system. Similarly, the refrigerator which is in our kitchen room is also coming under a closed system. That refrigerator is operated by a kind of gas called refrigerant. That refrigerant keep on circulating years together. That refrigerant is not crossing the boundary of the system. Because of energy crossing only, when you keep some vegetables like tomato, after some time, those are maintaining low temperature. It means only energy is crossing the boundary of the refrigerator, but mass of the refrigerator is not crossing. Therefore, refrigerator is also coming under the closed system. Similarly, thermoelectric power plant is the closed system. The thermometer, mercury thermometer, is the closed system. The transformer is the closed system. Moon is the closed system. Your TV is the closed system. These are all the practical examples for closed system. As long as you are supplying the electrical energy to your TV, The electrical energy is converted to sound energy. But try to observe the weight of the TV. Weight of the TV cannot be changed. That means TV is also coming under a closed system. These are all the practical examples for closed system. Once again, closed system examples are the battery, torchlight, TV, refrigerator, thermoelectric power plant, closed cycle gas turbine power plant. There are two gas turbine power plants available in the market. Open type gas turbine power plant comes under open system. Closed cycle gas turbine power plant is coming under closed system. Remember, transformer is also coming under closed system. Moon is also, MOON, moon is also coming under closed system. These are all the practical examples for closed system. Remember, in the closed system, both mass and identity should be remaining same. Even if the mass remains same, if the identity of that mass is changing, that kind of system cannot be called as a closed system. Let us take your classroom. Assume some 100 students are there in your classroom. In that classroom, assume a boy is leaving from the classroom and a girl is entering to the classroom. When a boy is leaving from the classroom, the number is becoming 99, but once the girl is entering, the classroom number is 100 only. But boy cannot be replaced by a girl. Ramu, assume Ramu is leaving from the room. Rani is entering to the room. Ramu cannot be replaced by Rani. Therefore, though your classroom is maintaining same number, but identity is differing, such kind of system is not coming under closed system. That may be called as open system. That is the physical meaning of closed system. Now come to the isolated system. The isolated system is one in which neither mass nor energy crossing the boundary of the system. That means mass is not crossing, energy is also not crossing. It's also a kind of closed system because mass transfer is zero. The closed system in which energy interaction is zero between the system and surroundings is coming under isolated system. The best example for isolated system is universe, thermodynamic universe. Universe is the best example for isolated system. And other example for isolated systems, all non-living things, all dead elements are coming under isolated system. As I told you, this battery is coming under closed system when you connect it to the torchlight. But when I keep this battery at a particular location, its mass remains same, energy remains same, the same fellow is coming under isolated system. Similarly, your TV is coming under closed system as long as you are supplying the electrical energy. But once you stop the electrical energy to the TV, the TV is coming under isolated system. It means all non-living things up to no external force acts on them are coming under isolated system. So briefly, in the open system, both mass and energy are crossing the boundary of the system, whereas in the closed system, only energy is crossing but not mass. In the isolated system, mass is not crossing and energy also not crossing. Example for isolated system, thermodynamic universe, and all dead elements up to no external force acts on them. Torchlight is coming under closed system as long as it is operating. But once you keep the torchlight at a particular location, the torchlight is coming under isolated system. Now let us discuss the concept of thermodynamic state, thermodynamic process, and thermodynamic cycle. Thermodynamic state means the condition of the system at any point of time or period of time. The condition of the system at any point of time or period of time is called thermodynamic state. Example: solid state, liquid state, vapor state, compression state, expansion state, etc. Let us take the ice is in solid state. But when you heat the ice, you are getting the water is coming under liquid state. When you further heat the water, you are getting the steam is under vapor state. Similarly, the gas after compression is under compression state. The gas after expansion over the turbine blades is under expansion state. So, the thermodynamic state may be either solid type or liquid type, vapor type, compression type, expansion type. That is about the state. If you need any further clarifications regarding this thermodynamic state, you can contact me through Telegram. The Telegram number will be posted at the end of this lecture. Now let us talk about the process. Very, very important concept. Process means the change of state is called process. The change of state is called process. Thermodynamically, there are two processes. One is reversible process. Second one, irreversible process. First, let us discuss the reversible process. The process is said to be reversible if it can be performed in the reverse direction exactly in the same manner as in the forward direction. The process is said to be reversible if it can be performed in the reverse direction exactly in the same manner as in the forward direction. Example: when I heat the ice, I can get the water. So water is obtained from the ice by heating. But when I cool the same water, I am getting the ice. So from ice, we are getting the water. Again from the water, we are getting the ice. That is the reversible process. Now come to the irreversible process. The process is said to be irreversible if it cannot be performed in the reverse direction. If it cannot be performed in the reverse direction exactly in the same manner as in the forward direction. The process is said to be irreversible if it cannot be performed in the reverse direction exactly in the same manner as in the forward direction. Example: the smoke can be obtained from the BD, but BD cannot be obtained from the smoke. That is the best example for irreversible process. Not only smoking, all combustion process are coming under irreversible process. And all spontaneous process, all natural process, like water is flowing down, reverse is not possible naturally. The heat is transferring from high temperature to low temperature, reverse is not naturally possible. Similarly, tree is always growing, human being is always growing up to certain age. So these are all coming under spontaneous process. All spontaneous process are coming under irreversible process. In our thermodynamics, there are two irreversibilities for any process. One is external irreversibility coming under heat transfer. Q is coming under external irreversibility and I is coming under internal irreversibility. Internal irreversibility I means, let us take a practical example. Let us take a steam turbine. Let us take a steam turbine. By the time the steam is expanding over the steam turbine blades, there is a lot of friction between the steam particles and blade surface, and between the one steam particle and other steam particle. there is a lot of friction at the bearing level also. So the loss of energy due to friction between one steam particle and another steam particle, the loss of energy due to friction between steam particles and blade surface, the loss of energy due to bearing friction, the loss of energy due to turbulence in the flow, the loss of energy due to eddy formation, these are all together comes under internal irreversibilities. Remember, if all these internal irreversibilities or at least one of these internal irreversibilities are existing, that kind of process is coming under internally irreversible process or simply irreversible process. That means thermodynamically irreversible process means irreversibilities are existing. That irreversibilities are denoted by I. Once again, irreversibilities already we discussed. Loss of energy due to friction, loss of energy due to eddy formation, loss of energy due to turbulence, these are all coming under irreversibilities. If any one of these irreversibilities are existing, that kind of process is coming under irreversible process. For irreversible process, Q may be existing or Q may not be existing. So in the absence of Q also, you can decide the process is either reversible or irreversible. For any process, if internal irreversibilities are zero, that kind of process is coming under reversible process thermodynamically. If internal irreversibilities are existing, if all the internal irreversibilities are existing or at least one of the irreversibilities are existing, that kind of process is always coming under irreversible process. Regarding this external irreversibility, this Q is coming under external irreversibility, I is coming under internal irreversibility. Regarding this external irreversibility Q, we will discuss later. So anyhow, if internal irreversibilities are existing for any process, such kind of process is coming under irreversible process. If irreversibilities are zero for any process, that kind of process thermodynamically called as reversible process. The physical meaning of reversible and irreversible process is like this. If any process is happening without troubling the system and surroundings, if any process is occurring without troubling the system and surroundings, that kind of process thermodynamically treated as or physically treated as reversible process. In any process, if the system is suffering or surroundings are suffering or both are suffering, that kind of process always coming under irreversible process. Let us say, or let us take one practical example. If I ask you to reach the roof while the class is going on, for reaching the roof, you may have two options. One is by using the ladder, other one is jumping as a Superman, because you are all hot-blooded students, you may be jumped into the roof. But if you take the ladder, for reaching the roof, assume your body is system. By using the ladder, by step-by-step mechanism, slowly you can be reached to the roof. Therefore, by the time you are reaching to the roof by using the ladder, your body, that is system, is safe, system is not troubling. The classroom, remaining students are coming under surroundings. The classroom students are not troubling, your body is not troubling. Therefore, system and surroundings both are not troubling. By the time you are reaching to the roof by the ladder, by using the ladder, that kind of climbing process is coming under reversible process. But if you jump into the roof as a hot-blooded students, if your leg is properly reached to the roof, some dhan-like sound is coming from the roof. Once some sound is coming from the roof, all the students are trying to look at the roof only. That means class is suffering, surroundings may be suffering. Or if your leg is properly not reached to the roof, you may be falling down, will be hospitalized. Your body may be suffering, that is system. surroundings may be suffering, that is classroom. If classroom is suffering or the body is suffering, by the time you are jumping into the roof, right, jumping to the roof, that kind of process is coming under irreversible process. Anyhow, simply getting or climbing to the roof by using the ladder is treated as a reversible process. Jumping mechanism to the roof always coming under irreversible process, because by the time you are jumping into the roof, your body may be suffering or classroom may be suffering. That is the physical meaning of reversible process and irreversible process. Remember, thermodynamically, reversible process is drawn by a thick line or a continuous line like this. Thermodynamic process is represented by a thick line like this or a continuous line like this. Whereas irreversible process, thermodynamically irreversible process is drawn by a broken line or discontinuous line like this. So wherever you find the broken line in the thermodynamics, that broken line is representing the irreversible process. Continuous line is representing the reversible process. So this is for reversible process and this is the representation for irreversible process. That is about the process and types of process. Now come to the thermodynamic cycle. Thermodynamic cycle is defined like this. Thermodynamic cycle consists of many number of processes, but both initial and final states are identical. It is like this. Let us start a process like this. 1 to 2 is a process. 2 to 3, imaginary process, one more imaginary. 3 to 4, one more process. 4 to 1, one more process, imaginary process. So this process started at state 1. It went to 2, 3, 4, finally got back to its original state. Such kind of process is coming under thermodynamic cyclic process. So anyhow, thermodynamic cycle means the thermodynamic cycle consists of many number of processes, but both initial state and final states are identical. Remember, this thermodynamic cycle can be possible only with a closed system. Thermodynamic cyclic process cannot be maintained by the open systems. You cannot construct the thermodynamic cycle for a hydroelectric power plant, because hydroelectric power plant is coming under open system. Whereas the thermal power plant, as we discussed, thermal power plant is coming under closed system. For that kind of thermal power plant, you can construct the thermodynamic cycle. And believe me, to construct the thermodynamic cycle, at least two processes are required. At least two processes are required to complete the thermodynamic cycle. Let me construct the cycle with two processes. That means minimum two number of processes are required. Minimum two processes are required to complete a thermodynamic cycle. So the cycle with two processes, this may be one imaginary process, that is Lth process, and one more imaginary process, mth process. So cycle is completed because it started somewhere here and finally got back to its original state by two processes. So from this, the moral is to complete the thermodynamic cycle or to construct the thermodynamic cycle, minimum two processes are required, maximum may be any quantity.